Almost got it back. Nunn getting to the elbow. Kendrick Nunn has had a rough time of it.
He has, Mark.
How important to get him going for Miami, you think?
You know what? I think it's very important. Obviously, he's ignitable, right? He could knock down 3 or 4 in a row. Electric with his athleticism. I think it's really important in terms of his rookie ranks. Just a solid year.
Great stats. There's another rookie that's done good things. Hero missing the sweeping hook shot. Miami's still trying to get on the board. 2 minutes into the duties of late. Never shy about shooting. Haslam tips it back out, but it goes to the Pacers. Sumner with the 3 ball. And Olynyk with the board.
His shooting percentage is not quite as high as they were a season ago, where he joined that exclusive 50, 40, 90, but you're talking about a rock-solid guy in Malcolm Brogdon.
Great.
With TJ Warren, but let's be honest, Jimmy is not afraid to mix it up with anyone. The other night, he gave Chris Paul a very hard foul after he felt like CP was beating up on his youngster bubble. And Markandouris, he was just as certain when I asked him about the Heat's chances here in these playoffs. He said, "We are going to win the whole thing." I said, "You know you're not."
Big things in the postseason. He's nursing a little bit of a foot issue, but ready to go when the playoffs begin. Nice shot by Holiday.
3 from each side.
In the ball game now for the Pacers. Holiday thought about it, now pulls the trigger. That was halfway down and out.
And just what a class act he is in his interview post-game last night. You know, just complimenting his opponent, talking about what he expected to be up against.
He was phenomenal, not just during the game, but afterward. You remember he put his hands on his knees at the end of that game?
Yeah.
He was obviously very tired, so I asked him about that after.
You can feel that the Heat are functioning without their 2-point guards, right? So 17 times this year, the Heat have had 30 or more assists.
He has his teammates come to his room and he fixes them these elaborate coffees every morning as a way to kind of hang out and build a little bit more team.
Coffee situation down here at our level of the bubble, it's not something to joke about, guys, okay? I've been in a little bit of withdrawal. He told me that the guys can afford it. He is not ashamed. And in fact, he is thinking next week, once the playoffs starts, those prices are going up to $30, Mark Jones.
Wow. Capitalism at its finest by Jimmy Butler.
No macchiato for me.
Oh, hold the foam. Hero drives, but traveled with it.
Need to put that a little bit closer to the pocket, but I like that he does it.
Duncan Robinson missing a couple of consecutive threes. Yeah, you see the playmaking abilities of Hero growing a little bit. And we got an offensive foul.
Well, hasn't made one of those in a couple years either. But Eric said that it's really good for some of the younger guys on the team to see Udonis play in these kinds of games, to have all the work and leadership he puts in through the season have a little bit of a payoff.
Off the turnover.
They're playing some defense, right? Just good defense. Playing with the Bucks, you're playing with the MVP and Giannis. You've got a chance to compete at a high level, but he wanted more responsibility, which I don't think anyone who knows Malcolm would be surprised by that.
High-level guy who academically earned his master's degree while at the University of Virginia, missing the layup that time. Eric Spoelstra, Doris, that Kendrick Nunn is 4 for 15 in this game. I mean, he's one of your starters.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that's put up some very important numbers